Hey, all right, so this is a little bit of a life update kind of video type thing. I am currently in Eastern Europe. I am actually in Bulgaria. Maybe you can't quite see, but anyway, there's mountains, there's flowers. Here, I'll show you. And yeah, it's all, look at, there's all this random prettiness. Listen to that stream here. I don't know, that could be sewage, I have no idea. But anyway, but it sounds really pretty, it looks really nice. So it's very, so this is Bulgaria, I'm in Bansko. And yeah, I'm just doing a quick update. So I have been traveling now 22 months. This is my digital nomad career. And I am here in Bansko because it is the home of the largest digital nomad, festival. So I am here for the Bansko Digital Nomad Fest. It is happening at the end of the month, so I'm here a little early. I love this little field here, just kind of nice and pretty. So yeah, I'm here for the BNF, Bansko Digital Nomad Fest, or Bansko Nomad Fest. So that's a horrible sound. But anyway, so yeah, I met a man in Bangkok named Holger, and he is one of the co-owners of the festival. And he had talked to me about it the year before, but I was kind of a little new, and I don't know, there wasn't really anything that really made me want to go. I just didn't quite understand it. But here, I'm gonna go around over here. So, some people really love Bansko. Here, I'm gonna change the lens real quick. You know, so you've got the mountains, and right now it's summertime, and you have all the flowers, and you still see a little of that evil, horrible snow up on the top there. But still, it's good enough that you don't have to worry about it or anything like that. Anyway, so so what is a digital nomad? So I have been doing online marketing and also editing for for I don't know, 7 years now, I think, maybe 8 years. And editing, I've been doing that for 30 yees. Hang on, we'll go give a little of this too here. Too bad for sound, but really spectacular for the shots. And so when I was in Santa Monica, I was just working completely remotely, and I did that all throughout COVID. And basically, it all started a long time ago. I think it was now 6 or 7 years ago. I was working, and I was living up in the valley in Los Angeles, and I basically had to be in the car like an hour and a half, 2 hours every day each way. So 3 hours to 4 hours in the car, and it was kind of slowly killing me. Anyone who knows me, I'm not really the best driver. I certainly got into way too many accidents during that time. But I remember there was one day where I sit through traffic, and all day long I was just in meetings, all day, in-person meetings. Mainly I was pitching or working with editors, whatever. And I loved what I was doing, but my God, it was just really, the commute was killing me. And I remember seeing an ad for like this goofy digital nomad thing, like, oh, for under $2,500 you can work from the beach, and like work anywhere in the world. It was kind of my introduction, and I do marketing, so of course I love ads, but so it really struck a note on me. And then I think later that week, I was driving into work, and I saw 3 accidents just in the 90 minutes or 2 hours it took me to drive, including a fatal bike accident. One was almost, one car almost hit me. And I think that just like snapped something inside my brain. I just decided like, that's it, I have to change everything. So it started small, but literally it was 100 decisions that led up to me becoming a digital nomad. Sorry about the sound, my mic is out of battery. But look at the butterfly. Anyway, there's a lot of pretty stuff here. So anyway, that's right, we were at this stuff. So basically, I saw all this horrible accident, and that's when everything kind of stopped. And like the first decision was I moved to Santa Monica, and I just had to get out of the valley. That was kind of decision number one. Decision number two was basically I ended up taking a job that allowed me to work from home. So I changed jobs. It allowed me to work from home 2 days a week. And then COVID hit and we went full-time remote. And then I was laid off from that job eventually. But the whole company basically shut down. But I turned down a really good paying job just because I did not want to commute again. One decision that really kind of hurts is I decided not to have pets. I love my neighbor's cats, but I mean when I was working as a filmmaker, I traveled too much anyway. But this for sure was this was kind of a moment where yes, you know, some people actually recommended that I don't date in LA, that I just get a cat. But in hindsight, that was a decision that I made not because it would limit my freedom. And I ended up there was all these decisions that led me towards being able to work anytime, anywhere. And a lot of that was certainly basically choosing the clients that would allow me a little bit of the freedom and autonomy. I also chose clients that, for the most part, really, you know, believed in their product and respected their customers. But anyway, so it's been this weird long journey, and so I was in Santa Monica and I was all working remote, and I did love Santa Monica, but you know, it's a little different. Santa Monica is $8 for a regular coffee, $20 for a smoothie at Erewhon, and $4,000 for a one bedroom in the area that I was at. So the building I was in got bought, and they basically my options were stay and pay $4,000 a month, or they would give me a little money and I would leave. And especially because I had a toxic before all this, I had a bad relationship in LA, so I thought it was best to leave, and I'm really glad that I did. So I basically went out and I was busy working with multiple clients and my own thing at the time. And I just went ahead and I'd seen that, you know, another ad for another remote traveling place, and it was Remote Year. So I joined Remote Year, and I did that for four months. It was very expensive, but comparatively, but to the rest of digital nomading. But it was a very easy kickstart. Like basically, I was able to go straight from working to, you know, they book all your. Oh, I really like this whole area too. This is kind of nice. This is I don't really understand this, but it's very quaint. There we go. There we go. Need to find the main road. I think I'm close. Oh yeah, I think there it is. So I did a Remote Year, and so I traveled four countries, 4 months. I mean, technically I spent 5 days in Singapore as well, but did Vietnam, Thailand, Bali, Japan. And at the end of that, I kind of wondered, well, maybe I'm just going to miss America. Maybe I'm just going to miss fried food and guns or something. I don't know. But I ended up not wanting to go back, that I actually wanted to explore more. And so then I kind of wandered Asia for several months, for a long time. And and part of that, there was a friend of mine, Hal, that I met in California years and years ago, shooting time lapses. We were chatting online, and he's like, "Oh, you should chat with my friend Holger." And so I had met him in Bangkok, and then after I had been wandering for a little while, he basically was like, "Hey, why don't you come to the Philippines? I'm going to shoot drones, for a month." And that sounded really fun. So I did that. And in a much longer story, while in my travels, I ended up getting dengue fever, and he invited me out to Switzerland, and I went out there and helped him with that. And now they invited me to Bansko. So this lovely, interesting, town. It's very quaint, very yeah. So right now I'm just working to the co-working space and going to the gym. Yeah. So I'm here. I am helping a little consulting for the festival for marketing. But then I will be also lead content creator or creative director for all of the marketing and media here. So that's why, to answer your question, where am I, and what am I doing, and why Bulgaria? So I am here because I'm hoping to find my tribe if I can. I mean, that's the thing. I have a lot of questions. I'm a big questioner in life. I love learning every day. And I'm really hoping that of the 700,000 people here, that I will be able to find those answers. A lot of my questions of where to go next, and where do I kind of fit in this whole community. It's a very interesting thing, because on one hand we're all kind of like me, lone extroverts, so I'm staying at a co-living, which I've also really, really enjoyed. I think a lot of this experience of the co-living just reminds me a lot of working on film sets. In fact, all of the traveling, the digital nomad life is, I think it really, I love coming to a new city and spending, a month or 6 weeks at it, and getting to really understand like what it kind of means to live in a place, not just be a tourist. So I think that's kind of a thing that I really enjoyed about traveling and working on independent films, was of course the collaborative art form, and of course working on films was really spectacular, but just the whole ability to basically get to, understand other people's lives a little bit, I think yes, traveling is good. I do think more Americans should get a passport and leave, but I think there's something else to be said about living outside the US. And I think, for me, it's just that so much of my job is based on creativity and empathy, and so I think it really, really helps to, I know what it's like, whether it's in Bangkok or Tokyo or Hanoi or Switzerland. I understand a little better about what the daily life is. Anyway, so as a marketer, that's why I certainly love the whole digital nomad life. But anyway, the co-working, there's several here in Bansko, and that's one thing that I do appreciate. Bansko's very uniquely made. Like it's much more nomad friendly than the place I stayed in Switzerland, but the fact that there's so many communities and so much to do here. It's a very, very small town. I think there's one movie theater, but it's more like a high school auditorium with a projector, and then one other theater. There's 1 to 2 different marts that stay open 24-hour, but that's also very, very limited. But this town has so much to do, especially for expats or digital nomads. Like on Tuesday night, I had 2 marketing meetings, board game night, and also Kizomba dance. So, because the Kizomba dance was a 4-week class, I had to choose that. But that's gonna be a lot of ringing. right? Or how does it work? Interesting. Anyway, so, oh, and also the food. I do like the food. Sorry, Philippines. I think the food here is better, but maybe that's just been my experience. But one thing I was going to say is, so here I've been living at a co-living space, and that's a whole unique thing. I don't know if any of you guys have done that, but my uncle in Sacramento, he had a craftsman home that he and his wife got that I don't know, it's been like 60 years, I think, but I don't know. They basically got this home, and that they have been living with, with strangers that rent out the rooms. And my family at the time, we kind of called it the hippie commune. But I think really it's just a co-living experience. So I think that also kind of prepared me for this, where sometimes I love just traveling alone, going to a new city. Like I went to Sofia and I danced salsa and bachata and played Magic the Gathering there, and just had a great time just, exploring by myself. And then other times, living and working with all these other people. So I think it's just important, because it can be very easy to feel alone in even Los Angeles, even with 40 million people. Loneliness is a big, kind of huge issue. But for me, I kind of can go flex back and forth depending how I feel, etc. So I don't know, with this Bansko Nomad Fest, they have 70 speakers. They have lots of amazing natural stuff, from wine tasting to horseback riding, to a lot of kind of touristy stuff, to networking events and parties. So I'm very excited to see this event for the first time. For me as a digital nomad, I'm really trying to figure out, like, how can I budget better? How can I balance better? How can I keep track of like my mental energy, right? Especially because I have multiple clients and I want to be the best for everyone, and also for myself. How to stay healthy, because there's times where I've lost a lot of weight, and then also times where I have eaten 7-Eleven either in Tokyo or Bangkok every day. So for me, my addiction is sweets. I'm 1 day sober, had no candy yesterday, so that's good. But yeah, there's just a lot of stuff that I'm just a newbie, and like several of the owners here in Bansko Nomad Fest, they have decades of experience. So I mean, like Holger has 18 years experience being a digital nomad. So anyway, I am almost here at the gym, and I will let you guys go. But yeah, so that is a quick update on what I'm doing, where I'm at, and also just kind of a little bit of my digital nomad story. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed them. I'm not sure if you like this type of thing, but let me know, and I'll chat with you guys later. Bye.